We got some really big games in week 12 of college football. Here are my picks for those big games. Starting tonight, we got Clemson going into Louisville. Now, Clemson trying to become bowl eligible. Louisville practically out of it. Clemson on a down year, but Louisville has a couple of really big wins. I'm going Louisville for this game. Early tomorrow, we got a really big game. We got Arizona going into Cincinnati. Cincinnati needing this win so they can go into BYU next week with a chance to jump them in the Big 12 standings. While Arizona's really out of it. They're not in a college football playoff contention spot. They're not in a Big 12 championship spot. But this Arizona team is actually pretty good. This is a team that took BYU to double overtime. I'm taking Cincinnati here. I think Cincinnati is the better football team and they will beat Arizona. At the same time, we got Notre Dame going into Pitt to take on the Panthers. Notre Dame needs this win. They can't get to the college football playoff with 3 losses. And Narduzzi, the head coach of Pitt, has already said this game doesn't matter. They're focused on winning the ACC. And I'm questioning whether this Pitt team is even ready to play this game. When your head coach is saying it doesn't matter if you lose by 100, you're probably not going to win. Fortunately, I'm picking Notre Dame here. For those 2 games finished, we'll get Iowa going into USC. Heavy rain in Southern California this weekend. But practically out of it after their loss to Oregon last week. USC, meanwhile, needs a win here. If they win out, they have a good shot to make the college football playoffs. Not only college football playoff, but winning out keeps their conference championship hopes alive. If Michigan beats Ohio State and USC wins out, they're in. Iowa coming off a very punishing physical game. USC, meanwhile, had an easy win last Friday night against Northwestern. They've had an extra day to rest. I'm going Trojans on this one. I think USC is better in both the run and the pass game, and I'm not convinced that Iowa can pass the ball in the rain. At that same time, we got a huge SEC game going on. We got Oklahoma going into Alabama. Oklahoma needs a win to keep their college football playoff hopes alive. Alabama, meanwhile, doesn't really need a win, but a win would be really nice. Oklahoma has been looking better week by week. Mateer is looking way more healthy than he was in the Texas game, so Boomer sooner, I'm taking Oklahoma. And then in the late time slot, we got the Texas Longhorns going into Sanford to take on the Dogs. Texas here needing a win to keep their college football playoff hopes alive. Georgia needs wins to have a shot at making the conference championship game. Georgia has been squeaking by some tough games that they probably should have been winning, and this is the worst Georgia team we've seen in a while. Texas, meanwhile, has looked horrible. Until 2 weeks ago, Arch Manning looked better. Arch Manning looked good. Arch Manning looked like he can play football. Who's that coming down the tracks? Texas. Texas is coming down the tracks. Texas is going to win this game. I'm rolling with the Longhorns here. Here are my picks for the biggest games of Week 12. Let me know in the comments who I missed on and who is going to win these games. As always, if you like college football content, make sure to like and follow.